The situation surrounding Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, and Papoose has officially reached a level of chaos that feels less like ordinary celebrity drama and more like a full-scale cultural spectacle playing out in real time. What started as whispers and subtle jabs has now exploded into a loud, messy, and highly scrutinized narrative driven by social media, fan theories, and a steady stream of unverified claims. Over the past 24 hours in particular, the internet has gone into overdrive. Fans, critics, and casual observers alike have been flooding timelines with side-by-side comparisons, dissecting every visual detail of recent appearances. The focal point of this latest wave of controversy is Claressa Shields' fashion choices, specifically her cropped jersey-style athletic outfits, which many online are claiming bear a striking resemblance to Remy Ma's well-known aesthetic. These comparisons have not been subtle. Entire threads have been dedicated to analyzing stitching, silhouettes, color schemes, and styling decisions, all in an attempt to determine whether this is coincidence, inspiration, or outright imitation. The tone of the conversation has been particularly harsh. A large portion of the online audience seems convinced that the similarities are too strong to ignore. Critics are framing the situation as a case of aesthetic copying, with some going as far as to suggest that Shields is intentionally mirroring Remy Ma's style rather than presenting something original. This narrative has only intensified because of how strongly fans associate Remy Ma with her bold, high-fashion streetwear presence, often tied to luxury brands like Balenciaga. In contrast, Shields' outfits are being labeled by detractors as watered-down versions, comparisons that are fueling an increasingly hostile discourse. Phrases like knockoff, imitation, and budget version are being thrown around with little restraint. While these takes are subjective and rooted in fan perception rather than objective fact, they are shaping the broader narrative in a significant way. What makes this situation even more complicated is the silence. Despite the noise, Claressa Shields has not directly responded to the accusations or to the broader tension involving Remy Ma. In the world of celebrity conflicts, especially those that intersect with music culture, silence is rarely neutral. Instead, it often becomes part of the story itself. Many observers are interpreting this lack of response as avoidance, suggesting that Shields is ducking the smoke rather than confronting the situation head-on. At the same time, there are claims circulating that this silence may not be entirely her own decision. Some insiders and online commentators believe that Papoose has advised her to stay quiet, arguing that engaging publicly could escalate the situation further and damage their collective image. From a strategic standpoint, that approach isn't unheard of. In high-profile disputes, controlling the narrative by limiting public statements can sometimes prevent additional fallout. However, that strategy appears to be backfiring in this case. Instead of calming things down, the silence has created a vacuum that is being filled with speculation, rumors, and increasingly dramatic interpretations. In the absence of clear statements, fans are connecting dots on their own, and often in the most sensational way possible. Adding another layer to the drama is Shields' reported appearance alongside Miss Hustle, a figure who has a complicated history with Remy Ma. According to long-standing rumors within the battle rap community, Remy Ma and Miss Hustle were once close but eventually fell out, leading to ongoing tension between them. Because of that history, Shields being seen with Miss Hustle is being interpreted by many as a calculated move. Critics argue that this could be a form of indirect confrontation, a way of engaging in the conflict without addressing Remy Ma directly. Others are framing it more negatively, suggesting that relying on someone else to take shots is a sign of weakness rather than strategy. The phrase proxy war has been used repeatedly in online discussions, with the implication being that Shields is allowing others to speak or act on her behalf instead of stepping into the spotlight herself. This perception is further complicated by the expectations placed on all parties involved. Remy Ma, for example, is widely recognized for her lyrical ability and her willingness to engage directly in musical conflicts. Her reputation in the rap world carries a certain weight, and fans often expect a level of directness and intensity from anyone involved in a dispute with her. On the other hand, Claressa Shields comes from a completely different arena. As a world-class boxer, her public identity has traditionally been tied to discipline, athletic excellence, and competitive dominance in the ring. That contrast is playing a significant role in how the situation is being interpreted. Some critics are questioning whether engaging in this kind of public drama aligns with the image of a professional athlete and role model. Meanwhile, Papoose' role in all of this remains a subject of intense speculation. His movements, such as being seen in New York while Shields travels to meet him, are being analyzed for hidden meaning. Fans are reading into who is visiting whom, who is posting what on social media, and who is remaining silent. Even relatively minor details are being turned into evidence for larger theories about the state of their relationship. There are also rumors circulating about personal struggles, including claims related to gambling. These allegations have added another dimension to the narrative, with some suggesting that the public drama could be a distraction from deeper issues. It is important to note, however, that these claims remain unverified and are largely based on online chatter rather than confirmed information. Still, in the current media environment, perception often carries as much weight as reality. Once a narrative gains traction, it can be difficult to separate fact from speculation. In this case, the combination of fashion comparisons, social media silence, strategic rumors, and personal allegations has created a perfect storm of controversy. Another interesting aspect of this situation is how quickly it has expanded beyond the original parties involved. What may have started as tension between a few and has now drawn in a wider circle of voices, including fans, commentators, and other figures from both the music and sports worlds. This expansion has made the narrative even more difficult to control. At its core, the situation highlights the power of online discourse. Social media platforms have become arenas where narratives are built, challenged, and amplified at an incredible rate. A single image, outfit, or interaction can spark hours of debate and thousands of posts, each adding a new layer to the story. For Claressa Shields, the challenge lies in navigating this environment while maintaining her identity as an elite athlete. For Remy, it involves balancing her established reputation with the evolving dynamics of the situation. And for Papoose, it means managing both his personal and public roles within a rapidly shifting narrative. As the drama continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the conversation is far from over. Whether through a direct response, a musical release, or another unexpected development, the next move from any of the key players could significantly alter the direction of the story. For now, the internet remains divided. Some see Shields' actions as strategic and misunderstood, while others view them as reactive and poorly executed. Some believe the silence is a calculated decision, while others interpret it as hesitation. And when it comes to the broader question, who is winning this ongoing conflict? The answer depends largely on perspective. In situations like this, there is rarely a clear victor. Instead, what emerges is a complex web of narratives, each shaped by different interpretations, biases, and expectations. What is certain, however, is that the stakes are high, not just in terms of public perception, but also in terms of personal reputation and long-term legacy. As audiences continue to watch, comment, and speculate, the line between entertainment and reality becomes increasingly blurred. And in that blurred space, every move, every silence, and every appearance takes on a significance that goes far beyond the surface. Whether this ultimately leads to resolution, escalation, or simply fades into the background of the next viral moment remains to be seen. But for now, the spotlight is firmly fixed, and the world is watching closely as the story continues to develop.